how do you deal with the situation of, let's say you're forced to go into the negative situations. Let's say
Right.
you're driving Uber and
Right.
someone comes in your car with a negative attitude. How do you not let that cloud over your space?
Well, you know what? That happens a lot. Okay. Not only in the car, but outside the car with other drivers. I can
Mm.
tell you the incident I had yesterday, actually. Me and a guy almost collided. I almost had an accident, and the guy was really, really kind of cursing me out, blah blah, this and that. And I rolled the window. I didn't hear him at first. I rolled the window down to see what he had to say. We didn't have the accident. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, we didn't have an accident. Let's keep it moving because I had to pick this passenger up. But he kept going on. You could have hit my car, and blah 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 blah. This and that and the other. And why did you stop at the stop sign? And so it just came to me because of my relationship with God, I believe. I just rolled the window down and said, have a nice day, sir. You know, and that come out of a relationship with God. In the past, who knows what would have happened. You know, nowadays people get so angry, man, they'll pull out a gun and shoot you just because, you know, they think they're right, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm learning how to deflect certain situations and circumstances. Even when people get in the car, sometimes I don't say nothing, especially if it's political, that political stuff, people going off and ranting and raving. You know, I had a police in the car a few weeks ago, and he was talking about the police side of the George Floyd thing. You know, the first thing, and they want to ask me my opinion. The first thing I'm saying to myself, don't say nothing, because you know those conversations can go places that you don't want them to go. So I think the best thing to do when you find yourself in those situations, you got to pick and choose which, you know, what you want to engage conversations. And I already know that the politics and all that stuff, I don't engage that, you know. But if a person get in the car and they just want to talk, I'm really interested in learning. A lot of times I get students in the car, and you know, I'm interested in what they're doing, and you know what I'm saying. I want to how you know, how is college and what they're learning, what the major is, all that kind of stuff. I'm really interested in that because I believe I can, especially the brand new students, I believe I can impart something in, you know, in their life that I've experienced. And so if they're open to that, and I feel that, you know, sometimes you can feel it. If they're open to it, you can feel it, and then you can say, okay, well, this is what I tried. Maybe, you know, maybe you can get something out of it, you know, and, you know, blah, 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 you know. And so then some will take it, some don't. Like I said, when you called, I'm like, wow, this is what I live for. No.
The coincidences and synchronicities of life is what we live for, right? Like
Right,
the so
right,
absurd, like how is that possible? It has to be God. It has to be something greater than me. And that's what
right, right,
you know?
right, right.
Yeah.
I
That's
was
what
so excited when I got that text. I was like, oh my God. All day long. I mean, you bless my heart when you sent that text. It's just like, oh wow, it made my whole day. I was, you know, a couple of days later, I was still thinking about it. So yeah, it was just a blessing to see somebody benefiting from something I introduced to them, or something that God put in my heart to give them. I don't want to take the credit, but I give God all the glory, because if I can be used, I'm open for that.